Imagine every choice you make is running on a hidden program. Your job, your habits, even who you love, those could be lines of code you never wrote. What if I told you you're living inside a designed world, and there's a simple path out? Stay with me, I'll show the exact first step to break free. The simulation isn't built with wires or machines. It's built with thoughts. Every belief you carry becomes the frame of the world you see. From the moment you're born, society begins to write code into your mind. Parents, teachers, media, all teaching you what to believe about money, love, success, and even yourself. These beliefs become rules. And rules, once repeated long enough, harden into walls. You don't question them, because you've lived inside them for so long that they feel like truth. But in reality, they are invisible bars of a mental cage. Think about it. Why do so many people wake up every day, live the same routine, and go to bed with the same quiet frustration? It's because the simulation thrives on repetition. Repeated thoughts form repeated actions. Repeated actions form repeated lives. This cycle becomes so strong that most never notice it. That's why life can feel like a copy-and-paste reality. Different faces, different places, but the same patterns. Struggles repeat. Lessons return. And you begin to wonder, is this all there is? Here's the secret, the simulation is not out there. It's not controlled by someone pressing buttons behind a screen. The simulation lives inside the programming of your own mind. Every fear, every limit, every old story you tell yourself, they all run like hidden software in the background. And until you notice it, you stay trapped in its loop. But once you see the cage for what it is, you realize it was never locked. The simulation runs on energy. And the fuel it feeds on most is fear. Fear of failure. Fear of rejection. Fear of not being enough. These emotions keep you from taking risks, from questioning the rules, from stepping outside the lines. But fear isn't the only control. Distraction plays its part too. Endless news cycles, constant notifications, the chase for more, all designed to keep your mind busy. If you're always reacting, you never have time to notice the bigger picture. And then comes belief. The deepest layer of the trap. You're told that life is hard, that freedom is rare, that you must follow the same path as everyone else. These beliefs work like the code of a video game. As long as you keep accepting them, you keep playing by their rules. Here's the twist, most people defend the very system that traps them. Why? Because comfort feels safer than freedom. The familiar routine feels easier than the unknown. The simulation knows this, and it uses it to keep you asleep. But the moment you realize fear, distraction, and belief are just programs, you gain the power to rewrite them. And that's where the first cracks in the simulation begin to show. The first step to escaping the simulation is awareness. You cannot break free from a trap you can't see. That's why the system works so well, most people never question it. They accept their thoughts as their own, never realizing those thoughts were planted long ago. Awareness means watching your mind as if it isn't you. Notice the patterns. Pay attention to the loops. Do you keep attracting the same problems? The same arguments? The same limits? That's the simulation showing its code. The moment you step back and observe, even for a few seconds, you weaken the program's hold. You realize, I am not the fear. I am not the routine. I am the one who sees it. And here's the shocking part, the simulation doesn't collapse when you fight it. It collapses when you stop believing in it. Awareness is like shining a light in a dark room, the shadows lose their power. This is where escape begins. Not with force. Not with struggle. But with the courage to see what's really happening inside your own mind. Once you see the simulation, the next step is reprogramming it. And this begins with your daily choices. Every choice is like a line of code. Keep making the same ones, and the loop continues. Change even a single choice, and you rewrite the pattern. Start small. Change your morning routine. Instead of grabbing your phone, sit in silence. Notice the thoughts racing in. Don't fight them, just observe. That moment of stillness weakens the program. Then, question your beliefs. Ask yourself, who told me this is true? If a belief makes you feel small, limited, or powerless, it's part of the trap. Replace it with a new belief that expands you. The simulation only works if you keep believing the old code. And finally, direct your focus. What you focus on expands. If you keep feeding fear, you stay locked in fear's version of reality. But if you choose to focus on possibilities, gratitude, and inner strength, the walls of the simulation start to dissolve. This is the beginning of escape, not by running away, but by changing the world from within. Awareness opens the door. Small changes weaken the walls. But the true key to escape is remembering who you really are. The simulation convinces you that you are only the body, only the name, only the story you've been told. That's the biggest lie. You are not the character inside the game, you are the player outside it. Think about it. The mind runs thoughts, emotions rise and fall, the body ages and changes, but there is something in you that never changes. The watcher. The silent presence behind it all. That presence is not trapped. It was never trapped. The moment you shift your identity from the character to the player, the game loses its grip. Problems still appear, but they no longer own you. Fear shows up, but it cannot control you. The loops may continue around you, but you're no longer bound inside them. And this is the ultimate escape, not breaking out of the simulation by force, but waking up from it entirely. So here's the twist, even if you wake up, the simulation doesn't stop. It adapts. It creates new illusions to pull you back in. And most people, after tasting freedom, fall right into the trap again. The real question isn't just how to escape once, but how to stay awake when the simulation fights to reclaim you. And that's where the true battle begins.